So, Prav, can you explain what the PSCA is and how you're going to be using it in the autumn?
Yeah, absolutely. The PSCA is a system which has been developed by the IRB to help us in the management of assessing concussion and also managing it after the incident as well. It's split up into 4 parts essentially. The first part is our in-game kind of analysis and assessment of the head injured person. So if we feel that somebody is concussed or showing signs of concussion, we actually remove them from the field of play and they undergo the PSCA 1. It's the first part of it. Included in that as well is also, if we're just clearly not sure whether this guy is concussed or not, we can have a temporary 5-minute substitution to take that player off the pitch and then to be assessed in the medical room and to really in-depth assess if they are concussed or not. And if at that point we feel that they are, then they then are removed from the field of play. So that's the PSCA 1, if you like. The other parts of it also include immediate post-game assessment, as well as 48 hours after the incident, and also video analysis 3 days after that as well. So it's quite a big process, and I think in the media really there's been a lot of focus on just the first part and the 5-minute assessment really, but it's important to note that actually it's quite a substantial and in-depth process.
And are you confident that if there is any concussion whatsoever, you will pick it up within those 5 minutes?
Yeah, absolutely. I think that 5 minutes is long enough to do the tests that that the IRB have devised essentially, and that looks at a number of different aspects of balance, memory, and cognition really. And I'm confident in that period of time that we can assess those areas, and if we feel actually that those areas are all normal, the clinician carrying out the assessment still has the ability to be able to eliminate that player from the field of play if they feel that actually that they're still not, in inverted commas, quite right.
The PSCA will look at the top end of the game. Are you also looking at the community game and ways to ensure player welfare at that level?
Absolutely. I mean, as you mentioned, the PSCA is going to be utilised for the elite and the professional game only because they're the ones that are supported by full-time medical teams. Obviously with the community game, through education, we're hoping that, certainly within Wales, that we'll be looking to implement a large programme across all levels of the game with regards to educating not just players but also officials and coaches and parents as well of the signs of concussion and how to manage those accordingly.